I started DJing in the 80s or late 80s. At that time, you really don't play Nigerian music.
Exactly.
You really don't play Nigerian. If you play Nigerian music, Nigerian people are going to walk up to you and say, "What's this trash you're playing?"
Sometime in '99, when we started democracy, we should give the government that credit. They made that law. All radio stations should be playing 60% of local content. The radio stations they were doing it, but the problem they had less songs
Content.
to play on air.
Big ups to people like Fela and Nicola.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace. You know, who was one of the people who originated Afrobeat.
Afrobeats lives here with DJ Who Be Dat.
Once upon a time, a DJ met a poet. The DJ said to the poet, "Can you drop a little rhyme?" He had to say, DJ Jimmy Jada, play a word. If music is the definition of life, God could be the DJ. And life will be an eternal party in club paradise. Words will be wine, to walk will be to grind. Cause every conversation will start with, dance with me. And then we will sweat out the pain. Books will be a lyric and words will rain. Cause the DJ is a poet. You just don't know it yet.
I didn't even get into the DJing scene, at my early stage, because I was very young. I was maybe 16, thereabouts. So I wasn't going to clubs, I wasn't going to parties. So I didn't really meet DJs. I got to know of a lot of them after I started DJing. But I know there were DJs that my brothers used to collect their mixtapes at that time, like Roy Kundayo. There was a guy called Ibukun. There was Grandmaster Lee, Prince 2000, Kolabaye. There were loads of them. But a lot of them, some of them I got to meet years after I became a DJ. I mean, for people about our own time, you know, right. Because really you don't set out as a young kid that you grow up and say, "Oh, I want to become a DJ when I grow up." Nobody at my own time had that mindset. You understand what I'm saying? I think now people do, but then it wasn't something that kids look up to and say, "I want to be a DJ when I grow up." You don't even go to your parents to say that. Probably disown you, you know. So I actually got into music as a rapper and as a breakdancer. You know, so I started out rapping, you know, way back, you know, and then my brothers were the DJs at the time, you know. But I was rapping, I was breakdancing, but around here at that time, it wasn't anything to take it to a next level, you know. So at some point, you know, not like I stopped, but I started leaning towards the DJing because of my brother's influence, you know, and eventually I settled into DJing. So that's like my progression from being a rapper, a breakdancer, into being a DJ. So you could say I'm an all-round hip-hop guy. I think it's just natural transition from loving music to, you know, fiddling with probably an idea to, you know, be an artist or be something and then finding yourself behind the decks, you know, so yeah. By the mid-90s, we were strictly vinyl DJs, and you can't cut vinyl on your own. It has to be produced by a major record label, you know. But the record label weren't producing those kind of music for us, so we weren't really playing those songs as DJs, even though we were making the music already. But you don't get into the DJ playlist because the DJ has to work with vinyl. So with the advent of CDs around the mid-90s, I think it increases the chances of, you know, being able to mix those songs in. So that's when you start. Exactly. So that's about the time we started having songs like maybe Daddy Shoki.
Yeah.
You know, so you're DJing, you can actually do hey Joe, you can do that. And that's also it became interesting. Then I mean, you started looking for more of that kind of stuff. And then we had Femi Kuti. I think the first big breakthrough mainly would be Remedies, for instance. Shakuma. Yeah, that went into almost every DJ's playlist. Because by then there was CD technology to also aid DJs playing those kind of music. You understand what I'm saying? So pretty much maybe the breakthrough came about that time. Plus, media this media changed a bit, and I will explain the change that I mean to. Before then, it was FRCN and government-owned stations, NTA. By that time, the private licenses came, and private operations, I mean, private organizations were given licenses to operate media. And then the first radio station came up, which was Ray Power. Yeah, that was in the 90s, and with that, some conditions also came with that. I think government condition was that you must play at least a majority percentage of Nigerian music as against the Western music, which was what was being played at the time. So for for that particular station, they were searching for local content. So for us as young talent at that time, it was good. It was a good development because unlike before, you take your stuff to the station, nobody wants to listen to it. But now the station even needs what you're bringing. So even if you take a demo, to the station, they're going to take it from you and play and put it on air because they need the local content. That was what took the music from we're trying to you have to work with it. So we have a situation where the hip stations were playing our own stuff.
Right.
It just naturally will become hip. But apart from that, I think Nigerians, I don't even know where that came from. Before, I don't think any of us were made in Nigeria, right? Okay, this is made in Nigeria. But it wasn't fashionable at that. It wasn't fashionable at that time. If you were made in Nigeria, they say, oh, this one now create they wear. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think the mentality of Nigerians just switched from disregarding or disrespecting our own products to now appreciating our own products. So Nigerians became proudly Nigeria.
Yeah.
And if you check the fashion, we were all rocking who were the big designers at that time. Nobody was looking inward to say, who are the guys making clothes here? So it also, I think the movie as well helped in that direction.
Premium DJ. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Charleroi. Cool DJ Jimmy J.
Afrobeats was a different kind of feel entirely. People were tired of hearing the same kind of R&B thing, just a hook, rap, and a female sing. So they wanted something that comes with our own local content, our local lyrics, and with our beats that comes with congas and all that.
Right.
So it was, and Nigerians, there's nowhere in the world you go, you don't find Nigerians.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
So for the fact that we've accepted it here, and definitely if you go anywhere in the world, if you travel out of Nigeria, somehow you want to eat our local food. It's just the same thing. You want to listen to your local music.
This is very true.
That's how the thing started going everywhere. Before the Mohit made the culture accepted outside Nigeria, because they were able to sell the brand beyond the shores of
Nigeria pretty much.
More, yes. The likes of P-Square, they were able to infuse Afrobeat with the internationality, like P-Square working with Rick Ross and other. Davido did it, Wizkid has done it. So they've been able to attract more audience to Afrobeat.
Afrobeat is kind of easy to sing along. You hear all what they're saying clearly, and so people love Afrobeat. Even people that are not Nigerians, they listen to Afrobeat. Afrobeat make party scatter because we've taken over the world. No one that you play that people doesn't know now, especially all these our new artists in town now. They are very hot, as in they are giving us back to back. It's giving us what the streets want. They also listen to what people are saying outside and they feel like, okay, this is what the people want now. Let's give it to them. We can't even play all their songs in a party because we have lot of it songs. Most time we play our old school songs because they are the songs that people can actually, when they hear, like it's something they don't expect, They have been hearing all these our latest jams everywhere in the world. So once they hear the old ones, they feel like, oh, that song, and they stand up again and start vibing to the song.
The best way to introduce a new song is playing a back hit that they are used to. In between, you just put a new one. And if it is a good music, Somebody will
They'll
just
vibe to it.
they will vibe. Somebody come and meet you who sang the song, or they might use their phone, they will Shazam and get to know who sang that new song. From there, the song will start picking up, and the social media space has really helped.
Right.
Some songs
Social
you
media.
don't even need to be with any record label for you to be known right now. Just tag the right people. If you're lucky, you're there.
Now we have different kind of controller, different kind of DJ sets that you need, depending on what you can afford to get. But at least we have the technology now to mix, to create beats while playing, to do any kind of stuff you want. Then when I started, there was no money to get it, so I started with CDJ, then Serato with middle mixer, one side Pioneer, middle mixer, and then with my laptop. So like when I was like 15 years old, I play Afrobeat, I play trap song, I play hip hop, but mostly Afrobeat. So for now, with DJ, I believe we can sell Afrobeat to the world with what we have now. Just go to a party and you see that what the DJs is playing is Amapiano, Afrobeat, Amapiano. Because there's no how you want to start playing Amapiano in a party without starting with the normal Afrobeat that we have on ground before. It's not possible.
Afrobeat now. We'll just call it Afrobeat, but if we still come under that genre, there are a whole lot. We have the Afrofusion, Afrofuse, a whole lot of Afro things. Like the Niniola is playing the kind of Afrobeat that sounds more like techno.
Yes.
You understand? So if you even decide that you want to play Afrobeat, that means you're being vast. You're vast already, because it's not even, it's something really big. First of all, if you had to go far as a DJ, you need to like what you're doing. You need to have this passion for music. You don't need to hear the lyrics or understand the language. That once the music is good, it is. Once you like what you're doing and you have passion for it, even when the funds or the fame are not forthcoming, even when the thing is not really working out the way you wanted, it keeps you going, because this is what I do, this is what I like, and I'm enjoying it while doing it. Keep grinding, keep
Right.
till you get there.
To get
And
there.
Just be creative. That's just it.
DJ Biki. Cheers, brother.
Thank you very much.
Very good talking with you.
Africa right now, Afrobeat, has taken over.
And I would say that pretty much started in like full swing in like the early 2000s.
Afrobeats is really about the culture. It's not just the music. There's the sounds, there's the food, and there's the dance. If you go to the East, Atilogu dancers twerk. All of that twerking didn't start from the West. It actually started from Africa. At the end of the day, go figure, right? This is exciting because this is an exciting time for Afrobeats. There's a lot of dance steps now that go with the songs. So it's not just the songs, but there's a thrill to the song. There's a vibe to the song. All of those add to, what is Afrobeats? Where did it start from? Where did this thrill start from?